What if every step you take, every word you whisper, every secret you hide is being watched? Imagine a world where cameras are as common as the air we breathe. A planet blanketed in surveillance, where not a single shadow escapes the lens. Welcome to the future. Or is it already here? On this channel, Future Tech with Oleg, we dive into the dilemmas of tomorrow's tech. And today's question is a chilling one. Will total surveillance bring us safety or chain us to slavery? Picture yourself walking through a city, your face scanned, your habits tracked, your life an open book. Sounds secure, right? Or does it feel like a cage? Let's step into this brave new world together. What if I told you this isn't science fiction? It's closer than you think. Governments, corporations, and even your neighbor's smart doorbell are already part of this web. The question isn't if we'll live on a fully surveilled planet, it's when. And when that day comes, will you feel protected or suffocated? Stick with me as we unravel this dilemma, because what you discover might keep you up at night. Ready to see the truth behind the lens? Let's begin. Once upon a time, surveillance was a clunky affair. Grainy CCTV footage, limited to banks and dark alleys. But technology evolves faster than we can blink. Today, cameras are woven into the fabric of our lives. Your smartphone, your laptop, your smart fridge. They're all watching, listening, collecting. Did you know that by 2030, experts predict over 1 billion cameras will blanket the globe? That's one for every 8 people. And it's not just cameras. Satellites orbit above, drones hum in the skies, and AI stitches it all together into a digital tapestry of your life. Why does this matter? Because every click, every step, every heartbeat could be recorded. Imagine a world where your morning coffee run is analyzed for suspicious behavior. Sounds absurd, right? But what if that's already happening? In some cities, facial recognition flags you before you even notice the camera. This is the dawn of the all-seeing eye. A system that never blinks. And here's the kicker. It's being sold to us as safety. But is it? Stay tuned, because the truth gets darker. Let's pause for a moment and consider the pitch. Governments and tech giants promise us a utopia. A world where crime vanishes, where terrorists are caught before they act, where missing children are found in seconds. Who wouldn't want that? Surveillance, they say, is our shield. In China, the social credit system already monitors 1.4 billion people, rewarding good behavior and punishing the bad. Crime rates in some areas have dropped. That's a fact. But at what cost? Imagine a world where jaywalking could tank your credit score. Picture a society where a camera decides if you're trustworthy. Sounds like order, doesn't it? But what happens when the system gets it wrong? When an innocent face is flagged as a threat? The promise of safety is seductive, but it's a double-edged sword. And here's the twist. The same tech that protects us can be turned against us. Want to know how? Let's dive deeper. Safety sounds great, but let's talk about the price. Every camera, every algorithm, every data point comes with a leash. Who holds it? Governments? Corporations? Both. In a fully surveilled world, your privacy isn't just compromised, it's extinct. Imagine a day when your political views, your late-night searches, even your guilty pleasure playlists are cataloged and judged. What if a single tweet could cost you your job? It's already happening in some places. In 2024, a whistleblower revealed that certain governments were using surveillance to silence dissenters. Chilling, right? The more we're watched, the more we self-censor. You hesitate before speaking. You second-guess your actions. Is that freedom? Or is it a prison without bars? The cost of control is your autonomy, and once it's gone, can you ever get it back? Let's find out what happens when the watchers become the masters. Now, let's meet the real puppet masters. Artificial intelligence. Cameras are just the eyes. AI is the brain. It doesn't just watch. It predicts, it judges, it decides. In a fully surveilled world, AI could know you better than you know yourself. Scary thought, isn't it? Algorithms already predict your shopping habits, your music taste, even your next vacation. But what happens when they predict your likelihood to commit a crime? It's called predictive policing, and it's already here. In some cities, AI flags high-risk individuals based on patterns. Sounds efficient, right? But what if the data is biased? What if you're flagged because of where you live or who you know? The AI doesn't care about fairness. It just crunches numbers. And here's the chilling part. You might never know why you were targeted. Who do you appeal to when the judge is a machine? The answer might shock you. Let's keep going. Ever heard of the Panopticon? It's an old prison design where inmates could be watched at all times but never knew when. Sound familiar? A fully surveilled planet is the ultimate Panopticon. You're the prisoner, and the guards are invisible. Satellites, drones, smart cities, they're all part of this global cage. In 2025, over 80% of the world's population lives in urban areas with some form of smart surveillance. That's billions of people under the lens. But here's the twist. We're not just watched, we're complicit. We buy the smartwatches, we install the doorbells, we share our lives online. Are we building our own prison? Or is this just the price of progress? The Panopticon isn't just a system, it's a mindset. It makes you obey, even when no one's watching. And what happens when the whole world adopts this mindset? The next part will blow your mind. Here's a question for you. Do you really have a choice? We're told we can opt out, turn off the camera, delete the app, go off grid. But can you? Try living without a smartphone in 2025. Try avoiding facial recognition in a smart city. It's like trying to avoid oxygen. The system is designed to make opting out impossible. Your data is currency, and you're forced to spend it. Did you know that 90% of apps collect data even when you opt out? Shocking, right? And yet we keep clicking. I agree. Why? Because the alternative feels like exile. The illusion of choice keeps us compliant. We think we're free, but are we? What if the real slavery isn't physical chains, but digital ones? The next chapter takes us into the heart of this trap. Stay with me. Who's behind the cameras? That's the question we need to ask. Governments want control, corporations want profit, and both want your data. But what's their end game? A fully surveilled planet isn't just about catching criminals. It's about shaping behavior. Imagine a world where your every move is scored, ranked, and judged. In some countries, this is already reality. Your social credit decides where you live, what job you get, even who you marry. Sounds dystopian, doesn't it? But what if it's sold as convenience? Stay safe, stay compliant, and life will be easy. That's the deal they offer. But here's the catch. Who decides what's good behavior? And what happens to those who don't fit the mold? The agenda isn't just surveillance, it's control. And the next part reveals who pays the price. You won't believe what's coming. Not everyone fits into the surveilled world's perfect mold. What happens to the rebels, the nonconformists, the outcasts? They're silenced, marginalized, erased. In a fully surveilled planet, dissent is dangerous. Imagine being flagged for attending a protest or liking a wrong post. Your life could unravel in seconds. Bank accounts frozen, job offers withdrawn, friends warned to stay away. This isn't fiction. It's happening now in pockets of the world. The system doesn't just watch, it punishes. And the scariest part? You might not even know why. The outcasts become ghosts, invisible to a society that demands conformity. But what if you're next? What if one wrong move lands you on the outside? The line between citizen and outcast is thinner than you think. Want to know how thin? The next part will shake you to your core. But there's hope. Or is there? Across the globe, people are fighting back. Hackers, activists, everyday citizens. They're finding ways to slip through the cracks. Some use encryption, others go off-grid, and a few even sabotage the system. In 2024, a group of hackers exposed a major surveillance network, leaking data that shocked the world. Heroes or criminals? That depends on who you ask. The resistance believes privacy is a human right, not a privilege. But it's a dangerous game. The system doesn't like being challenged. Every act of defiance comes with a risk, arrest, exile, or worse. Can the resistance win? Or is it a losing battle against an unstoppable machine? What would you do to protect your freedom? The answer might surprise you. Let's see what's next in this fight. Let's step back and ask the big question. Is total surveillance inherently wrong? Or is it a necessary evil? Imagine a world with no crime, no terror, no chaos, but no privacy either. Would you trade your secrets for safety? It's not an easy choice. On one hand, surveillance stops tragedies. Missing kids found, attacks prevented. On the other, it strips away your humanity. What makes you you if every thought, every action is watched and judged? Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. Freedom versus security. But now, technology forces us to face it head on. Can we have both? Or is that a fantasy? The ethical dilemma isn't just about today. It's about the world we leave for our children. And here's the kicker. We're the ones building it. Want to know what that world looks like? The next part will leave you speechless. So where are we headed? A fully surveilled planet is no longer a what if, it's a when. By 2050, experts predict every public space will be monitored, analyzed, and controlled. Your life will be an open book, written by algorithms. But here's the twist. You have a say in how this story ends. Will we embrace the all-seeing eye, trading freedom for safety? Or will we fight for a world where privacy still matters? The future isn't set. It's shaped by our choices today. Every app you download, every camera you ignore, every I agree you click. It's a vote for the world you want. What kind of world do you want to live in? One where you're safe but watched? Or one where you're free but vulnerable? The clock is ticking and the cameras are rolling. The final question is, what will you do about it? Stay tuned for the big finale. We've journeyed through a world of cameras, algorithms, and choices. A world that's closer than you think. A fully surveilled planet. Is it safety or slavery? I want to hear your answer. Drop a comment below and tell me. Would you trade your privacy for security? Or fight for freedom at all costs? Make it detailed. Because your thoughts could spark the next big debate on this channel. Future Tech with Oleg is just getting started, and we need you to help us grow. We're chasing our first 1,000 subscribers. Will you be one of them? Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, and join the conversation. Let's shape the future together. And here's a final twist. What if the next big surveillance tech is already in your pocket? Comment your wildest guess about what's coming next. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. The future is watching. Are you? See you in the next one.